brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
All right, all right, all right. I am Praise McFolo.
And I am Eugenia Kekeli.
And this is Family Morning. It's
It's
a
a
fresh
fresh
day. Coming up, we have inspirational quote of the day.
Something to get you up on your feet and through your day.
We also have Today in History.
Where we discuss some important historical figures, and it might surprise you to know who's celebrating their birthday today.
Inventions and innovations.
Now, we're going to keep that a secret, but you should stick around and see what we have up our sleeve.
And finally, Info Minutes.
But we have good tips for you. And today, we're finishing the tips we started yesterday because we always keep our promises here on Family Morning.
It's a fresh day. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. So, our quote for the day is: when a king has good counselors, his reign is peaceful.
And this is a Ghanaian proverb. And
That's right.
I mean, it definitely sounds wise. It definitely sounds like it has some truth to it.
That's right.
But upon reading it, my first question is, how does this relate to the layperson? Like, how would our viewers at home and our family at home relate to being a king with,
Right.
good counselors and, having a peaceful reign? I feel we're barely royal, though.
Well, I mean, you have a point, but then let's note that as human beings, we are leaders. So, as long as you lead yourself, you are a leader.
That's true.
And everyone has some kind of influence over someone. Now, when they say a king has, and after all, if you want to be a king,
You want to be addressed as
as
a king.
I think it is just sensible and wise for you to start acting as one.
Well,
You get it?
there's
Because
that.
the way you look at yourself will determine the way people treat you. The way you put up yourself will determine the way people treat you. So, a
Right.
king has counselors because the counselors here just represent people that give him counsel. They give him advice. They give him good counsel. So,
Right.
let's say a businessman, you want to make some investments or
Right.
whatever, you need someone to counsel you on the right investments to make. So that can be your lawyer or your, maybe that's a corporate lawyer or your accountant
Right.
or something.
Or even other business partners.
Exactly, or other business partners. If you are a lawyer, your associates can help you in probably in a case, giving you good counsel on how to treat a case. It doesn't matter the field you are in.
Right.
You always need people that will give you good advice when you need it most. You get it?
That definitely holds water.
Yeah.
And it also ties in to the tips we were given yesterday
Right.
on
Right.
Good friendship.
Exactly.
Right. I mean,
Exactly.
you have good
Exactly.
friends, you're most likely to get
Exactly.
good counselors or
Exactly.
good counsel and
Exactly.
advice from them.
Exactly.
Right. And I mean, definitely, but here's what I think. Here's why I don't agree with the quotes necessarily. There are some people who have good counselors, but they don't take the good counsel.
Right.
There are some people who
Right.
have been gifted, they have people around who are giving them good advice, directing them. Look, this path is not good for you. I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. And yet they don't take heed to this good counsel. They don't make use of the advice. that they've been giving. So such a person, I very much doubt would have a peaceful reign.
True, but it doesn't change the fact that the council is not good.
Well, we can agree to disagree on this one. We can agree to disagree on it. But I mean, the way you explain it, I definitely see how even the lay person, can relate to this and take something from this to motivate themselves throughout the day. So as you're going about your day, as you're encountering other people, like Praise mentioned, as you're leading yourself and you're leading others, please note that you have to implement the good counsel that you're receiving, right? And if you're following Family Morning, we're giving you all the tips to make sure that you have good friends around you, which will lead to good counsel. If you take that good counsel, you have a peaceful reign.
Peaceful reign, and one day you can be the king you want to be.
Indeed.
Indeed. Well, it's time for Today in History.
But before that, we want to engage you. So please make sure to comment on our socials, what you think of the quotes, how you think it can relate. And amongst Praise and myself, would you agree with, would you side with? I'm saying the quotes doesn't hold water for me. But Praise says,
Oh, and I'm saying that the quote holds a lot of water. It's like a barrel.
Trust Praise.
But anyway, you can send it on our social media platforms at Family Morning GH. Family Morning GH on all social media platforms. And also at Family Social GH. So that's also Family TV social media handles. You can send your comments there and your opinions there. If you're watching on YouTube, you can like, share, and comment. You can also follow our YouTube channel at FamilyTube GH.
Yes, and you can also go to our website, www.familytvghana.com. We have information on Family Expo, Family Depot. We have information on Family Cakes, the Family Vacation Deal, and more. And we definitely will talk more about that when we come back from this very brief commercial break. So they can stay with us.
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come, let me love you, come love me again.
Welcome back. You are watching Family Morning. It's a fresh day. So today we are traveling back in time. Back in time in history. So this day, August 4th. Do you know what happened August 4th?
Well, I'm sure it's going to be something exciting and something interesting because, I mean, when I woke up today, I just felt some shift in the atmosphere, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
So, the shift, my dear co-host felt, was actually on, that's on 4th of August, the Phoenix the Phoenix spacecraft was launched. That's in 2007
Right.
at a Air Force station based in Florida, and it was aboard the Delta II rockets. And I mean, when it's then after 9 months, it voyaged into the atmosphere, the Martian atmosphere. So this was
Right.
the first spacecraft to taste Martian water.
Oh, so I mean that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Especially looking at
Mhm.
I want to say the climate because I want to make a joke about it's entering Martian atmosphere.
Yeah.
But when you look at how originally these missions and projects are usually launched only by NASA,
Yeah.
right? But now we have billionaires like Elon Musk and
Right.
co investing into spacecraft and
That's right.
spaceships
That's right.
and gathering their own data, so to
Right.
speak,
Right.
on life outside of the planet, outside of the planet that we know, right? So it's interesting to see the genesis of it. And I
Right.
mean, I definitely am not going to pretend like I understand the math or the engineering necessary to launch these great big
That's right.
crabs that are going to survive in space
Yeah.
for months at a time. 9 months.
Right. Yeah.
Wow,
So
you would
it
have been
took
a father by then. Just saying.
Well, I mean, after all, it did taste Martian water for the first time, so we can just call it new birth. After all.
Well. If Praise McPordo has said it, then it has to be.
It definitely has to be. So, we just congratulate all these people that are always trying to just, I mean, make history.
Yeah. But one funny thing I find, as we do more today in history segments, is I always wonder, did they know that they were making history?
You see, and that's the thing about following your guts, following your instincts, being consistent, being hardworking, and following your dreams and focusing on the vision, because you never know when you will make history.
Exactly. Today, you could be making history that we'll be talking about here on the Family Morning Show in a few years' time.
Exactly.
But, talking about history, we also have today being Barack Obama Day. Now, I feel remiss because I have great love for Barack Obama. But until recently, I didn't know that, this day was put aside to celebrate him.
Right.
And it was done by the Illinois State Representative Andre Tapidi and Sonia Harper, right? So they collaborated to introduce a bill to designate Barack Obama Day as a state holiday. Now, here's what I'm thinking, right? We were all here in our peaceful country, Ghana, our warm, loving country. Don't laugh. That's always extending its arm out, And I remember when Barack became president and, when he came into office, we literally celebrated it like he had become our president.
Yeah,
right?
Because, I mean, he is the 44th United States president.
He is indeed.
And the
very first
black president. So it's just saying that it took 43 presidents for a black person in the United States to become president.
Well, but here's what I was trying to say earlier. Seeing as how we've celebrated with him and, we act like he's for us. I mean, seeing as they've gotten a state holiday out of it, if I might suggest.
Are you?
Today could be a holiday for
Are you trying to say today?
Listen,
really?
I know you want to be resting at home watching us and not hurrying to work right now. Let's sign this petition. Let's make August 4th a holiday. It's Barack Obama holiday.
But
come on now.
I think Ghana has enough holidays.
It will never be enough.
It will never.
See, I'm an honest person. It will never be enough. If we had holidays every 3 days, I'll start to say, why not 2 days? Why are they holding us back? Why couldn't they give us holidays every 2 days?
But then, if we don't work, how do we make ends meet?
You see, you're not thinking far. That's what I'm saying. That as we have celebrated, with him, you understand, we should enjoy the holiday
The
as well.
holiday as
And as
well.
we are enjoying the holiday, we
Uh-huh.
should enjoy the revenue as
The
well.
revenue. Well,
Well,
that would be a dream come true for all Ghanaians.
trust me. But that's just all jokes. We obviously appreciate and admire Barack Obama, first African American president ever to sit in office as the United States president. And I mean, I totally believe that he deserves this holiday. And all the people that get to enjoy it, not me, unfortunately. I'm very bitter about this. I want everyone to know.
I can tell.
Okay. I hope you can tell as well.
Right.
Well, but
So,
yes, we appreciate him. And I mean, congrats to you, Barack, for giving other young black people a dream and letting them know that, you know what? You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
His famous quote, you can do it.
You
You
can.
do it. Well,
Yes, you can.
today is also Rachel Meghan Markle. I'm sure some of you know her. She is the wife of Prince Harry. So she is an American former actress and the Duchess of Sussex. And of
Right.
course, the wife of Prince Harry. So
I didn't even know she was called Rachel. I've always known her as, Meghan Markle because that was the name communicated.
yeah.
Wow, but it's interesting to know that she also celebrates today as her birthday.
As a birthday.
She certainly has also been a pace setter in the Black community. Well, not necessarily pace setting, but sort of going into waters where before too we haven't seen Black people. I mean, we haven't seen people of color in the royal family, them marrying people of color. And so it was an interesting interaction, watching her marry into the family, watching her defend her family, and we wish her and her husband and their children all the best. We hope that they are having a lot of fun and enjoyment today. And I hear they've moved to the States, so they're probably also enjoying a holiday today.
Yeah.
Unlike me.
Actually, I think not too long ago, I heard about I think Prince Harry is trying to get security, like for him and his family when they come to the UK. He no longer wants the private security. He wants the police security because
I mean, as he should.
But then when he got married, he was stripped of all royal rights.
Well,
and all
here's
that.
the thing. Should it happen that the children or he himself come to harm, the royal family would have to save them. They could be held at ransom, right? So it's more about protecting your assets,
And
regardless of whether they're doing the work you want
the
or
argument
not.
a lot of people are making. A lot of people are saying that it's better they do it than for anything to happen, because apparently he was also, he was frontline of some of the battles England went to face.
That's interesting.
You get it. So he has fought against terrorists and stuff. So he needs to be protected because he can easily be
He
attacked,
can easily be targeted, and
all of
his
that.
family
So-
members as well. They're all very important personalities. And I mean, I think we have to also think about, and I think it's a very hard line, the royal family walk between work and family, because their work is family related.
Exactly.
But we leave it up to them. I'm sure that they would come to a peaceful and amicable decision. On a lighter note, Dylan and Cole Sprouse also celebrate their birthday today.
Wow.
I will always love them because of Suits Like On Deck. I love that show. Listen, the jokes were bad and still I laughed. I can't explain it to this day. But it was an amazing show, kid stuff, really, teenage stuff. But that was the age I was in, and a lot of my age mates, have also watched them grow up, and they've become such fine young gentlemen, taking on serious acting roles. So happy birthday to you both.
And it's also Louis Armstrong's birthday. For those of you who don't know, he's the one who sang What a Wonderful World.
Oh, I love that
What
song.
a wonderful world.
Wow, Bob
Oh,
Polo.
listen, I mean,
You must have been taking some singing classes,
oh,
eh?
listen, we are trying to follow. We're trying to follow. But yes, he is a popular, very, very popular trumpeter and vocalist, especially in the jazz community. And he has been a man of influence in
Right,
his
in his
field.
community.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And I mean, we celebrate him and we salute him.
Yeah.
Today, even though unfortunately Louis Daniel Armstrong has passed,
His work lives on. Yes, and I
yes,
think
his
that's
work
the
lives on.
beautiful thing about creating art in any
Yeah.
form is that
Yeah.
whether it's the written word, the spoken word, if it's through music or if it's through paint,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
medium it is that you use,
Right.
once you invest in art, it
Right.
lives on years
But-
after you've
yes,
passed.
yes, yeah. And it
Yes.
appreciates in value because then the person's craft is being appreciated more.
Exactly. Speaking of people's craft, we're moving on to inventions and innovations. Now, every single day, this segment blows my mind
Every
because
time.
it just
Every
reminds
time.
me of the things that we take for
Mhm.
granted.
Right.
That somebody, had to sit down
Yeah.
and think on and
Yeah.
design and
Yeah.
craft and put
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And the first thing that we're going to talk about is karaoke machines.
Woo!
Now that they've become very popular.
very, very, very.
I know personally that I made up my own karaoke machine in my bathroom by
Mhm.
myself because I'm an opera singer when I'm there. But karaoke machines were made by Dasuki Inouye and they really are great for pulling a crowd
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Music connects people,
Connects people,
regardless
right.
of race, religion, age,
Mhm.
gender. Music is something that everybody can connect to,
Right.
and they can
Right.
relate to.
Right.
And so, throwing a karaoke party, going out, and, going to a karaoke
Having
room.
fun, yeah.
It's a lot of fun
I
and
mean-
it brings everyone
I mean,
together.
it also helps people like become the superstar. It helps people imagine themselves as the superstar they wish they are. Like someone can feel like one of the best musicians that are living out there.
I mean, I know I
know.
certainly do. I certainly
I
do.
mean-
When that mic is in my hand and the crowd is cheering me on.
Listen,
ah,
listen. When I remember the first time I did karaoke. Oh, if 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 people heard me,
listen,
I would. I'm telling
I
you.
don't
they'll feel
understand
like I've
why
taken
you
the
are
song-
saying this like it's past tense. This is very much in our present.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it like when I used the karaoke, it was some time back.
Really?
Oh, listen, like I was listen. Oh my God.
Okay, it seems I have poked the bear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it makes people feel awesome, man. It's an awesome
Definitely.
invention.
It definitely
Honestly,
is.
awesome.
Another awesome invention
Honestly.
that we're celebrating today is the Braille writing system, right? Invented by Louis Braille.
Mhm.
And I mean, I love writing and reading,
Mhm.
right? But more especially reading. I think most readers grow to become writers. And I can't imagine, losing my site and not being able to access written material anymore, right? And so this invention has helped blind people or people who have one sight problem or the other to have access to these literary manuscripts, right?
That's right.
Despite
That's
the fact that they're blind.
They are blind.
And I just wonder, like, how did he come about it? Like, how was he there one day and was like, how will I help blind people
There-
read?
I believe there are some inventions that it's just God given.
Right.
Like it's just God given because it makes me believe that this guy is someone who really cares.
Exactly.
Because
Definitely.
to come up with something like that means he had blind people in mind.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Because
He was looking to cater to, their deficits.
Because to think about, okay, a blind person will also want to know how to read. A blind person
Right.
will want to know how to write.
Exactly.
That's love.
That is love.
That's
And,
love.
and I think that we should also do our part as a society and
Mhm.
as a community,
Mm.
to make sure that these braille books are available, to the people who are blind in our community or who are blind in our society. Because I remember when I found out that there was such a thing as braille, I was interested to see what the book would look like.
Yeah.
I searched so many libraries, didn't find one braille book. Not a one.
Wow.
So even though we have this great invention,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we as a society also need to show concern, and also, extend the helping hand to others, others who don't have this sensory vision that
That's
we
right.
have, right?
That's right.
So that they also are able to read. And I think we're doing, we do a lot of those things in Ghana.
Yeah.
We do libraries. We
Yeah.
use books to stock schools. We
Right.
send them to
Right.
orphanages.
Right.
I think it's about time that those who are blind also, get some light shone in their direction.
Exactly.
Let's work together. Let's get some braille books for the blind.
Yeah. I think that's so true, and I mean, blind people also matter. So.
They definitely do. They definitely do. Speaking of people mattering, our next invention is antibiotics, and they were invented by George Gause. Now, I know you don't like taking medicine. I'm not even going to ask. I know Praise doesn't like taking medicine, and quite frankly, neither do I. Nobody does. No, nobody. Who do you know that likes? Nobody does.
Nobody does.
But we've come so far health-wise because of antibiotics. Where previously some diseases and germs would have rendered us weak, very ill, or even dead. Because of the innovation of antibiotics, we are able to fight all of these infectious diseases, and we're able to recover from them quite rapidly as well. So it's a great thing to have.
Yeah. I think antibiotics have come to help, and because, like you're saying, I really can't imagine like times where I felt ill that I had to take antibiotics.
Right.
They said I need, like, even if they prescribe other medication, they're like, you need these antibiotics. You need to, and it always has this specific prescription.
Yes, that you have to follow to the letter.
Exactly. That shows you how important it is, and how much it helps in fighting diseases in your body, and helps your antibodies,
right,
and all of that. So listen, we salute George, right?
Yes, George.
I mean, we salute him, and we thank him for this innovation.
We definitely do. I mean, I think that one thing that we can do, which I would do if you are refusing to take antibiotics, is to tell you how else the situation was dealt with before the invention of antibiotics. Then you decide for yourself which one do you prefer. Modern medicine, or what we were doing before antibiotics came.
Right. Even before then, Charlie, people were dying.
People were dying by dozens. They were literally falling to their deaths in the streets.
People were dying. But I mean, we thank God for antibiotics. One thing I've realized with all the innovators and the inventors, one thing I've realized is that their inventions came to solve problems.
Definitely. I think that every invention, comes with that intent, to be a solution to a specific problem in society.
Exactly. Yeah, it came to solve problem, and it shows you the kind of heart they have. I mean, the fact that, I mean, someone will say, I mean, it's for the business, but you can't ignore the fact that you will have to have a heart for people to invent these things. And not just invent them well.
Exactly. I was just about to say that we do this to honor them, not just because we appreciate their inventions, but we appreciate the journey to making the final invention. Because it's not as though you think, blind people can't read, what must I do? Braille. It doesn't come, in that sequence. It's a process. It's a very difficult journey that they take in order to, bring these inventions to life for us.
Exactly. So, and I mean, listen, we all the inventors out there, all the innovators out there, you're a young boy, you're coming up, and like you have inventions, you have things on your mind that you feel like it's gonna solve problems. Listen, we just want to encourage you, don't give up. Just keep studying, keep pushing. No matter how much you try, that is something it feels like, oh, it's not going well, this is not going well. Listen, just like they always said, Thomas Edison tried the light several times.
Yeah.
Until he got it. So
Indeed.
keep pushing, just keep striving, be consistent, and you will definitely succeed.
Exactly.
You will definitely succeed. So we'd like to hear your comments. We'd like to hear what you think about these inventions and how some of them have been,
useful.
Useful
Yeah.
to you.
Or even for your family members
For your family,
and friends.
especially, we would like to hear more from even doctors and those in the medical field, how antibiotics has come to help them in their administering medication and taking care of patients and all of that.
Right.
So you can leave all of those, opinions and suggestions and comments on our social media platforms at Family Morning GH, Family Morning GH, and also at Family Social GH. If you are watching on YouTube, just like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you don't know our YouTube channel, it is at FamilyTube GH. FamilyTube GH.
Awesome. And you can visit our website on www.familytvghana.com. Right. So we're ending this session. Don't forget, this is Family Morning. It's a fresh day.
We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
I don't know if I'm giving for your kindness. I'm in debt to you for your selflessness, my admiration for everything you've done. You know I'm bound to thank you for it.
Welcome back. This is Family Morning, and it's a fresh day. So now we are come to talk about. Yesterday we started with some tips, to help grow your friendship. Help you guys bond together, help friends bond together. And we promise you that we will continue with it today. So that's what we are about to do. And
exactly.
Then,
That's exactly what we're about to dive into now. Please take note of all the points we've given previously because they hold as much weight as the ones we're giving now. And it's important to note that all these different points, they work in tandem, they work hand in hand. So don't do one, and exclude the others and expect very good results.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Having said that, the next point in getting good friends is to know them personally, is to get to know these friends personally. Right.
And so getting to know your friends personally is it takes that there's something it's very dicey because
it's not dicey. You are struggling because you haven't tried to know me personally.
Oh, come on,
you knew I'll bring
really
this up.
You
knew I'll bring this up. You haven't been trying.
You did.
I'm calling you out right here, right now.
Come on, are you really saying this?
Yes, I am. With my sneaker ad, with my car ads.
Oh wow, is it about that?
If you knew me, you would have had them ready for me.
But yeah, I'm saying it's a bit dicey because sometimes it's just, it depends on the kind of friend you are trying to get to know.
Well, yeah.
For instance, I've had guys approach me and tell me that, oh, they were trying to get to know a female friend and then it was just misdirected in a sense. you get it.
Listen.
No, okay. So what would you say is more of a better approach if you want to get to know a female friend personally, and not make it look like you're trying to hit on her or trying to date her or anything like that?
Oh, this is very golden advice. I should be charging for this.
Oh wow!
I should be, but I'm a generous soul,
Well, the family morning is a fresh day family. Just want to hear your opinion, especially the guys in those families.
The guys are ready.
Yeah,
the
the guys are
ready
ready.
to hear. Okay, here's the thing, right? We all know that male and female relationships, especially there's this common sense or theory that boys and girls can never be just friends, which is definitely not true. I have several male friends that have been just friends for years and years on end, right?
Like myself. Okay.
Of course, but you're a bad friend, so you don't count. Because he didn't get to know me personally. Guys, mistake number one. Okay, here's the thing. When you're approaching a lady, right, who you don't have anybody else in like you don't know anybody else that she knows, right? So you don't have a mutual friend, right? Already she's going to be on guard. Because it's the way our society has shaped, this whole hunting for girls and and this amazing new habits guys have picked up of just trying to see if they can get their number.
Right.
Don't do it.
It's
not worth it. It won't work out well. But yes, you have to if you're approaching her and you don't have a mutual friend, you have to understand that she's going to be on guard, and you just have to be a gentleman about it. There are some guys that become immediately offensive when you don't immediately show happiness that they've approached you. Listen, we're all prizes, we're all precious in our mother's eyes. If especially sometimes the situation you approach her in, maybe she's not feeling safe in the environment she's in, and here you are, a stranger, walking up to her, trying to talk to her. She's uncomfortable, right? Your best solution is to just remain a gentleman, right? And what that means is that you mind your manners, right? And you cater to what she needs to be comfortable in that situation. And when you start the journey that way, you're most definitely going to make a good friend. And it might become something more, or it might stay, just as friendship. But she definitely would remember, you being a gentleman, even in that situation. Exactly. Yes. But I think that also another thing that stops us from knowing our friends personally is that sometimes we grow with these friends, and so we started life together, so to speak. And so over time, as they've changed and we've changed, we haven't taken the time to learn these new changes, which we mentioned yesterday. And so we don't know them anymore, and we have to relearn them, so to speak. I do think that's
I think is the relearning part that gets hard for people, where it's like they feel like to them it's rather you have changed, but they don't understand that circumstances, things happen.
Exactly.
Things happen to people. You are not always with them. Things happen to people. So you have to just be ready to relearn your friend. We get to know them personally again. Maybe back then they probably like going out and playing. This time around, they are not like that. They've matured.
No, they definitely have.
There are other priorities.
Exactly.
Back then, maybe they liked ice cream. You don't know what happened to them. All of a sudden, they don't like ice cream. It's not that they are being, too known or, like they are feeling themselves or anything. But sometimes it's just you being patient enough to
patience. Relearn and patience. And I think that the next 2 points are sort of conjoined, right? And it's basically to give them space and to build trust, right? And the reason that I feel that it's it works hand in hand is that you can only give the person space when you trust that regardless of the space I'm giving you, you are still my friend. When you are able to, I'm still your friend. when I'm able to. And once that trust is in that relationship or that friendship, we trust each other with our secrets. I can definitely give you space when you need the space, because I trust that, you're not going out there with, my news that I've told only you. Exactly. So I think that, those work hand in hand. But do you think that it works the same for both same-sex friendships and different sex friendships?
I mean, for guys, I'll say usually we don't really have to worry about the whole thing of being, like you're saying, the space. Like, we understand the space, because I still have some guy friends that I can call like this and like, yo, bro, what's up? And we can still talk like we never stop talking.
That's interesting.
You get it? Because we guys, sometimes it's cool like that. Yes, sometimes it's not always like that, but majority of the time,
right,
you can get guys who the friendship is still solid. It doesn't need the fact that we've not spoken in a while doesn't mean that we are no longer friends or there has become a hole in the friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
We understand that. Hey, we were building this friendship to a point. Yeah, we paused.
Right.
But nothing stops us from continuing.
And I think that to do that, you have to be emotionally mature, which is our next point, to discuss everything. And finally, just to be positive. Be positive in everything, in the whole relationship. Yeah. I'm definitely someone who struggles to stick with positive thoughts. I'm very optimistic. I'm more likely to think of worst case scenario, and the glass is always half empty. But also because I'm mostly always hungry. So be positive, try and think the best of people, give them room to grow, give yourself room to grow. Make sure there are boundaries, build trust, be emotionally mature. These are just a few of the points that you should note on how to be a good friend and keep good friends. Right. Unfortunately, our time is up and we have to say goodbye.
Is this part of the show that I really don't like?
I do not get at all either.
I mean, it's a fresh day and I would like us to, experience the fresh day with them for so long, but
I believe this time, it's enough. It's a little something to get you through the day. Give you a little energy boost. Put a smile on your face.
Yeah, indeed. So, and before we go, as usual, I have to make you aware that Family TV is celebrating 80 years of being safe television for the whole family.
Woo.
So, and this has been since 2014. So, on the 1st of September, at exactly 1 a.m., Family TV went live on all TV stations. Family TV went live. So, we are celebrating, and because of this celebration, the Family Expo is happening once again, and it's.
Oh, okay. Family TV just went live.
So exactly on 1st of September, Family TV went live we went live on TV. So went on air and everything. So because of this, we are having the Family Expo. For those of you that don't know what the Family Expo is, the Family Expo is just International Children Parents Edutainment Trade Show. So this is an expo where parents come to trade.
Simple as that.
Businessmen and women come to trade, and these trading is all tailored towards children and parents to help them and aid them in many and other things that has to do with parenting.
Exactly.
We also have Family Vacation. But before Family Vacation, the expo is happening from the 1st to the 3rd of September. Let's not forget that. And it's happening live at Accra City Hotel. Accra City Hotel.
Wonderful.
There's more information on our website at www.familytvghana.com. So you can get more information about the Family Expo. You can also get more information about Family Vacation, which is a vacation club started by Family TV, and it plans trips to different locations, both in Ghana and abroad. And one location is Singapore. and we are going to
Ooh.
Singapore, Universal Studios.
Yay.
Listen, guys, you have no idea how much I love you guys. Like family morning is a fresh day family. I love you guys because I'm skipping Universal Studios for you.
For your sake.
Yeah, like I'm
oh.
skipping that. I mean, I want to go, but I also want to be with you. And I chose you because you're family.
Wow.
But you know, maybe what next time we can go, we can select a few of our family from the family
That
morning.
is a great
It's a
idea.
fresh day, and we all go to Singapore, Universal Studios, and just go and have a good time.
Have fun.
You
You know what? I think that we're still looking at the comments from the riddle we sent out. You might be selected. We might work something out with
we
you.
might work something
Keep
with that riddle.
sending in those comments.
Yeah, that's a
Keep
good,
sending in those
yeah,
comments.
so send, on our social media platforms, of course, at Family Morning GH and Family Social GH. So we also, like I said, Family Vacation, and we have Family Depot. Family Depot is the more in your pocket, and there's more information about Family Depot on our website, which is familytvghana.com. And then, of course, we have Family Cakes for all the best shoes and best sneakers like this. For them, with these clean mirror-looking patterns.
That's a sight for
shoes.
sore eyes.
I know, right? I mean, when I wore it, I felt golden.
You feel like a changed man,
Oh,
eh?
I tell you, there's something about wearing the right shoe, and the
Right.
attire that can make you. It changes your mood and everything.
It definitely
Yeah,
does. We also want to thank Accra City Hotel, Classy Blush for my makeup, my lovely makeup, Paula's Clothing for my outfit, and
Right.
for praise.
Of course, Urban Cognitive.
They're
for
doing the best.
Amazing clothes.
Right. We also want to appreciate Thai Swag, Family
Right.
Depot,
Right.
Family Cakes,
Mhm.
Family Vacation. Look,
That's
don't
right.
miss out on these wonderful things. And
I tell you.
everybody else that's partnering with us to bring you this lovely show.
Mhm.
Listen, if you're out there and you want to join the family, you want to sponsor or partner with us, reach out to our offices and we're more than happy to welcome you to the family. As
Exactly.
always, it has been Family
Good
Morning,
It's
and it's a fresh
day.
day.
I am Praise McPolo.
and I am Eugenia Kekeli.
See you next time.
Stay blessed.